Welcome, Wargamers, to another WMH Battle Report, where I'm going to play Cygnar versus Mike's Skorne yet again. Well, we've only played once before.
Oh, on camera.
Yeah, on camera. So obviously, jeez. Okay, anyways. Remember, you can always go to MiniWarGaming.com/buy-war-machine or /buy-hordes to get your own armies and awesome stuff. So let's take a look. 25 points, and we're just going to play a kill box for fun. And starting off our Skorne army is it's P Makeda, but it's proxied as E Makeda. So we're playing against E Makeda. Then we have a Titan Gladiator, Mullet Karn, a full unit of Praetorian Swordsmen with their UA, and Beast Handlers and some Swamp Coppers. And then we have 3 Mo, Legendary Nemo with Finch, and then we got 3 Stormcallers, Journeyman, a Charger, Hammersmith, and a Stormclad. Trying to figure out this new caster of mine. Excuse the poorly painted Stormsmiths. They'll eventually get finished. And so here are our deployment. The critters aren't going to count towards anything, and again, we're just playing kill box, caster kill. We'll have some fun. So P Makeda goes first, casts his casts Road to War and Leash on Mullet Karn. Then Mullet Karn activates and runs, and you can move ridiculous, like it's 14 inches when he runs, but he just chooses to move right in front of Makeda. And the Beast Handlers run up behind, and the Swordsmen run up very, very fast. Again, I think about 14 inches, and the Stand Bearer will eventually learn how to stand up straight. And to finish off the turn, the Swamp Coppers move up, doing what they do best, and exuding crazy, noxious clouds that people hide in. Turn 1 Cygnar, allocate 1 focus to Charger, 1 to the Hammersmith, which is 2 focus because of Finch, but it doesn't really matter because all they're doing is running. So running into, and we're not counting as rough terrain at all, we're just treating those as linear obstacles. But they're going to be somewhat thin linear obstacles, so you can still do a melee attack if you're right up against it, if you don't have reach. We agreed on this beforehand. Journeyman walks up and casts Arcane, barely in range, Arcane Shield on the Stormclad. And then Finch walks up in behind, and then Nemo keeps his distance and casts Electrify on the Hammersmith, hopefully dissuading any crazy charges from across the board. So he upkeeps Leash, and then casts Road to War again on Makeda, and then also casts Rush on Mullet Karn. He's going to go get in trouble. Then Makeda moves up, and then because of Leash, you can move up right beside her as long as you're moving towards. So you can move up right parallel to her. And then the Gladiator casts Rush on himself, so he can trample 11 inches, which ends up being about a ½ inch short of melee range to kill that Stormsmith. So Stormsmith is safe for now. Beast Handlers move up, they enrage Mullet Karn, and the rest are just, watching passively. And then Mullet Karn charges a whopping, I don't know, it's like 13 inches or something, and he still has reach, so he could have charged even further. And he hits with his charge attack and takes out his Cortex. And so immediately, really hurts the Hammersmith. Because of Electra, I push him back 3 inches. And then a POW 14 with a 6 and a 5 on a damage roll is fantastic. But because he has sidestep, he can move 2 inches back in and continue hammering on my Hammersmith. I didn't even mean to say that. And so then he continues buying attacks, dice of -4 on damage, and so he's actually wonderfully not doing very well, but once he does hit a decent hit, then it just starts killing him. And he does want to kind of leave some focus open because he can force me to reroll and all that, but he is focus 5 with Makeda instead of just his regular focus 4. So with his last attack, he is able to kill me, but for regular, Skorne Beast, he should have been able to kill me and hurt my Stormclad a bit, so it was actually very, very lucky for the Cygnar from me. Then the swordsmen, they all charge up. Well, they're running, but the one charges the Stormsmith, and we need to re-roll that. And so he misses, and it's 7's to hit, and he misses again, so the Stormsmith is alive, and so the triangulation will be able to happen. Lots of swordsmen are probably going to die. And more clouds from the Swamp Coppers. So stay tuned, see what turn 2 Cygnar will bring.